articulate. At the end of it all, please do not fear your partner. Please communicate effectively. I don't know if I'm making sense or if I will ever make sense. Communicate effectively. Because at the end of it all, you need to understand one thing. If you don't speak yourself clearly, you will live someone else's life. Someone else's life, not yours. So you will struggle to fit in. That's why you find most of us are trying to fit in a relationship that we feel it is not ours. Why? Because we are being run by someone else's idea, not our own idea. It is there. You need to reach a place and be proud of who you are and your desire and communicate them to your partner effectively and clearly, and you will see you will have a successful relationship. Incompetent. Do you know why you are struggling in most of your relationship? It's because of one thing. Most of you, and I'm telling you, most of you are those people. This is beautiful. Most of you are those people who started dating before they knew who they are, before they understood who they are. So you find that in your relationship, you're expecting your partner to do something because you have found your path, but you dated someone who is incompetent in that field. So you didn't know what you needed when you started the relationship. Now you know what you need. You want someone who doesn't know how to do it. So always you have arguments, you have fights. Why? Because they were not competent. They were not, okay, I don't know if I'm making sense. You need to understand yourself before you start dating. Tempted. You can never be tempted beyond your desires. Trust you me. The reason you're being tempted and the reason you will say the work of the devil is because it is something in your mind or in your heart. Let me ask you a question. For example, you hate alcohol. If you go somewhere and people are drinking and they give you some, will you drink? Say no. But if you love girls and you go somewhere and a girl approaches you and want to give you everything, will you reject? Say no. Good. So the temptation that you said that you fell over, it is not because the devil was there. It is because of your own desires. Your own desires trapped you and you fell into that temptation. Exposed. Okay, there are things we do in private. Okay, there is someone who said, every man is a cheater. Every woman is a gold digger. It's just that those who say their man is not a cheater and those who say their woman is not a gold digger, it's just that they are too perfect, they have not been found yet. But there is a moment that reaches, people get exposed. Why? Not because they did something different. It's because there is something in my country we say, siku za mwizi ni 40. The days of a thief are 40. When the 40th day reach, you will be caught and you will be exposed. That's why we see good couples online, and then all of a sudden you find them being exposed left, right, and center. And you wonder, and the way we thought you are happy. No. You need to understand, whatever you don't give your man, whatever you don't give your woman, someone outside there is giving them. Undermined. I know you are there and you feel like all your points in that relationship are never accepted. They are always blocked. They are never celebrated and all that. But can I show you something? You can never feed a cow meat and you can never feed a lion grass. You need to understand that the reason your partner does not accept your points or suggestions or opinions, or you feel you're being undermined in that relationship, is because you're giving your partner what they don't need. Sometimes we force things in relationship that truly, they later come to haunt us. And we need to understand, if I'm offering a meat, I need to look for a lion. If I'm offering grass, I need to look for How? Don't change yourself. Permanent. At the end of it all, please remember this. No one knows about tomorrow. I know you are lied to, you are my forever, but let me ask you a question. How many people lied to you before? How many people did you lie to before? Now you are lying to another one. Because no one knows tomorrow. The relationship that you have today, and I'm telling you the truth and clearly, the relationship you are having today, it is only for now. Don't know the next minute you will argue, and by the time evening comes, you are already divorced and separated. It happens. Don't lie to yourself. Enjoy the second that you have. Enjoy the minute that you have. Work on that relationship that second. Don't work on that second thinking it will reach you tomorrow. No. A relationship is worked on a daily basis.
Stress. Do you know stress is caused by what? Overthinking. Mostly. You know why you are overthinking? Because you don't have answers of what you are thinking about. So every time you think, you are thinking about a question. I don't know if I'm making sense, but let it slide. But don't tell me your partner is making you stress out. You're in the wrong relationship. If your partner is not giving you answers, they are adding questions in your life, please save your life, because this stress is not good for your life. But if stress is coming from outside and you're dating a partner that cannot help you in thoughts, not in finances, not in finances or that problem, that cannot help you spiritually, cannot help you emotionally, and then cannot help you mentally, and it cannot help you financially, please, you're in the wrong relationship still.
Desire. Can I tell you something? If you don't want chaos in your family, please have the same matching desires with your partner. Two cannot work together unless they agree. Light and darkness do not mix. Do not tell me you have evil desires and I have holy desires. We will always fight. Please find your type. Not like poles, not the strength and the weakness. No. Do you know, you cannot tell me I love to go prayers and you love to go to the club. One way or another, we will fight. Even if it is not today. That is just a delayed fight. It's just a delayed chaos. The evidence of not fighting today is not that it's not the evidence that we are in peace. It's just that we are delaying it. Desires have to align. For example, you cannot tell me you love gifts and your person doesn't love to give gifts. Danger. Looks matter. I don't care what you say. Looks matter. Two instances. One, you need to think about your generation. You need to think about your kids. Do you know the first thing you give your kids is not even the name, is the face. How the baby looks matters in life, depending on who. Do you know there is someone who is so handsome that when they go to apply for a gig that they, for example, there are people who cannot be employed like a watchman somewhere because they don't look scary, or police force. They don't look the part. Am I making sense? Number two, if you want to be found by someone, you need to look the part. You need to look like what they want you to look. Don't just look like they and expect to find a specific person. Let me tell you something. Everywhere you go, appearance matters.